Back to one of our top stories here on City News 24/7. Teachers' unions are speaking out, citing an alarming rise in violence at schools in the GTA. Faiza Amin joins us now with an issue that's taken center stage for some educators here in Ontario. Faiza.
And Melissa, this is an issue of concern for many, from parents to students, teachers unions, as well as provincial officials too. They've all had something to say about this, and we've seen a number of disturbing incidents in and around schools across the Greater Toronto area. Some of those incidents you've heard on right here on City News 24/7, but some teachers unions tell us that they're seeing this increase of violence in the hallways and in classrooms, and they say something needs to be done about this. There needs to be action taken to keep communities safer. 35% of teachers and 85% of education assistants with the Ontario Secondary School Teachers Federation reported being the targets of physical aggression in schools. So that was done during a recent survey with the OSSTF. But we asked the president of OSSTF about this rising violence that she says educators have been seeing in their classrooms and what's behind this increase. Here's part of our conversation.
People don't feel safe going to work. Students should be safe. The adults should be safe. But this is all a result of chronic underfunding of the public education system, where we don't have the supports in place to meet the needs of the students. There's a chronic lack of mental health supports, social workers, psychologists within the schools, and we're not able to do that early intervention and to address needs. And the results are what we're seeing now in the headlines. And unfortunately, a lot of people are very nervous to go into the school building.
And we reached out to the Ministry of Education about the concerns regarding violence in schools. This school year, the ministry says it invested $24 million to enhance school safety and hiring nearly 2,000 new staff, and adding also, quote, to better support Ontario students with mental health resources. Our government is investing $114 million. They continue to say we introduced new mental health modules developed with School Mental Health Ontario, along with the support of sick kids that provide a toolkit of practical knowledge to manage stress and keep kids safe and focused in schools and beyond. But OSSTF says the province has also reduced much needed funding.
Since the Ford government was elected in 2018, there's $1,200 less in per pupil funding. So if you multiply that by the number of students in a school, by the number of students in a board, that's a lot of money that's missing from the system.
And the Minister of Education also tells us that it's also working with its partners, including communities as well as law enforcement, to keep schools safe from this rising violence. Melissa.
You know, you think about safety in schools, your first thought might go to students, but certainly it's important for teachers and staffers to feel safe too. Thanks so much for that, Faiza. Appreciate it.